Alice Through the Looking Glass is directed by James Bobbin, a director that I actually really like. He directed the Muppets movies and a lot of the Flight of Conchords, a show that I absolutely love, and is a sequel to obviously a huge hit of Alice in Wonderland. And it stars Johnny Depp again and Helena Bonham Carter and Alice. And it's a movie that I was actually pretty excited for because I really enjoyed the first Alice in Wonderland. I never really got into the kids movie, like the old Disney movie, but the new movie that came out, I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed being in Wonderland and Tim Burton's crazy places that he goes. And that was a movie that I liked, so I saw the trailers for this one, and I got excited for it. I was like, oh, this looks like a cool new adventure or whatever. It looks maybe some time travel in there or whatever. And this movie really let me down a lot. Like, it really is just not a very good movie, and it's really kind of disappointing for me because I really liked the first movie, but this movie just feels like it is just over and beyond crazy. Like, there's definitely some visuals in here that are awesome to look at, and if you are like super high, you're gonna go crazy because there's some visuals that are seriously trippy, But the movie is just so ridiculous, and the plot is insane, and I feel like being in Wonderland is just an excuse, like, for poor storytelling, The movie starts out with a scene, and it's Alice on the ship, and she is doing this crazy, impossible thing, and I was like, okay, she's gonna wake from a dream, or she's in some sort of Wonderland or something. But no, it was real life. What? You can't tell me that happened in real life. I mean, I understand we're in an Alice in Wonderland movie and crazy things are gonna happen, but you're telling me that actually happened? Right away from the very beginning of the movie, I was like, this does not seem good. I couldn't believe that's the way that they started this movie. And then there's a scene even later where the same kind of thing happens that I was like, there's no way that this is real life. I can't understand how they would possibly be like, it's real life. No, in Wonderland I could understand insane things happening, but not in real life. That was just, from the very beginning, I was like, this movie's off already. I kind of got past that because I'm like, whatever, who cares? It's a stupid fantasy movie, I'll accept it, That bothered me, but I was like, let's get to Wonderland and we'll have some fun. And, she gets to Wonderland, and the movie is based on this plot of the Mad Hatter he lost his family, which we found out in the first one, and now he's just depressed about it, and then Alice has to go through time to save the parents and save the family, and then she has to go meet Time, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, which I like Sacha Baron Cohen, I think he's super funny, but in this movie he's just so insanely over the top, and he plays Time, and she has to steal a thing from him, and then for some unknown reason, the Red Queen's back with Helena Bonham Carter, and I thought she died in the last one, but apparently she's back here, and then there's just so many different plots thrown in there, and it's just so unnecessary because I felt like in the first movie, her being in Wonderland, it was fun, it was creative and everything, but in this movie, it just came off as so just, like, it made me mad, it made me just, like, roll my eyes, and everything was just so ridiculous and so over the top, and I feel like Tim Burton just kind of handled the weirdness of Wonderland better than this director did. I just feel like this director didn't really know what kind of tone to go with, and it's unfortunate because I really like this director, but I don't think he did all that great of a job with this thing. The actors were so over the top. I thought Alice did a good job. I still like her, but Johnny Depp's going super crazy and being so over the top, and like, I don't remember this crazy voice he had in the first one, but he has it in this one, and I was like, this is just getting too much. And then Anne Hathaway is like this the whole movie, just going insane. This movie is just a cartoon. I felt like the first movie wasn't a cartoon. I felt like it was just a crazy Tim Burton trippy kind of movie, but it was a real movie. This movie is just flat out cartoon. It has just this crazy plot of just stupid things coming in and out. The CGI is really awesome for some. For I'd say half awesome, but the other half, I seriously couldn't believe how bad it was. Like I was shocked at how bad some of the CGI was, because in the first movie, I thought it was pretty good. You know, maybe there's some unrealistic things, but in this movie, the characters that they did good in the last movie look bad in this movie. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how bad that they looked. It was really weird for me to see that. I felt like they spent some money on like a lot of the effects, and then they just forgot about the other effects. That was baffling to me, because with this big of a kind of a movie, I would expect the effects to at least look good, but they were half good but half bad. So yeah, overall it was a movie that I was excited to see. I'm actually really kind of let down by it. It really wasn't all that funny. It tried to be funny, but it just I was so just unhappy with everything that was happening. It was just stupid plot and cartoons and annoying characters and just insane things that were happening. I couldn't get into it, and it's unfortunate because I wanted to be the one person that I was like, no, I like this movie, it was fun, but I ended up just being annoyed. I'm gonna have to go 1.5 out of 5 for Alice Through the Looking Glass. The insane trip. Just anyway. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more reviews from a guy like me, Tom Waterloo, then please like and comment down below, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one.